Good morning, students. We're back with our lectures in math for KEC 26-27. Today we'll be revising polynomials, more particularly factor and remainder theorem, and then we'll move to the algebraic identities. So to start off with, we've done operations on polynomials like addition, So we've done operations on polynomials like the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and then division. Am I audible? All right. So we've learned all of these operations, and then we've moved on to learning what is remainder theorem and then factor theorem, right? So two things. In terms of remainder theorem, if I'm dividing fx by x minus a, my remainder is f of a. Is that all right? So if I'm dividing fx by x minus a, my remainder is f of a. So we'll try to understand this in a better perspective. Say I have fx is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 4. If this is my f of x, and then I need to divide, I'm dividing f of x by x minus 2. Now I need to calculate the remainder when I divide fx by f of x. How do I do that? When I'm dividing with x minus a, my remainder is f of a, right? In place of x, I need to put a. If I'm dividing with x minus 2, I need to put 2 in place of x. So my remainder is f of 2. My remainder is f of 2. And remainder f of 2 will be 2 cube minus 6 into 2 square plus 11 into 2 minus 4. Right? The remainder will be 2 cube is 8. 8 minus 6 times 2 square is 4. So 6 times 4 is 24. Plus 11 into 2 is 22 minus 4. So this will be 8 minus 4. 4. 4 minus 2, 2. So the remainder will be 2. When I'm dividing fx is x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 4, the remainder will be 2. Is that all right? Right. Now this is remainder theorem. We'll solve one more question on this. Now, will fx is x cube plus 3x square minus 4. Find the remainder when divided by x plus 1. Next, fx is 3x power 4 minus 4x cube plus 2x square minus 6x plus 1. Find the remainder when it is divided by x minus 2. Similarly, fx is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Find the remainder when it is divided by x plus 1. So these are essentially for your practice, alright? Okay, you did not write that. Just note this down in a minute. I hope we can start. So regarding the first question, now x minus, the divisor should be of the form x minus a, right? Which means like we need to find the value of a. Particularly what we can say about it is a is the value of x for which this becomes 0, right? So in case of x plus 1, if we equate it to 0, it becomes minus 1. So a is minus 1. So my remainder will be f of a. F of a will be f of minus 1, which is, I'll substitute minus 1 in place of x in the expression for f of x. So this will be minus 1 plus 3 times, minus 1 whole cube is minus 1, right? Minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. Plus 1 into minus 1 is again minus 1. Minus 1 whole square is minus 1 into minus 1, which is 1. So minus 4. This will be minus 1 plus 3. 2. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So the remainder when divided by x plus 1, when fx is divided by x plus 1, the remainder will be minus 2. Alright? Yeah, quickly note this down. Because compare x minus a with x plus 1. Compare x minus a with x plus 1. Understand what is the value of a. Based on that, we'll substitute a in place of x in the expression for fx. I hope it's done. You can just quickly take a screenshot. Next, moving further to the second question. My fx is 3x power 4 minus 4x cube plus 2x square minus 6x plus 1, right? And my divisor is x minus 2. So compare this with x minus a. A is 2, right? If a is 2, we need to substitute a in the place of x in fx. So f of a will be f of 2. So f of 2 will be, in place of x we need to substitute 2, which is 3 into 2 power 4 minus 4 times 2 cube plus 2 times 2 square minus 6 into 2 plus 1, right? So 3 into 2 power 4. 2 power 4 is what? 2 power 4 is 16. So 3 times 16 is 48 minus 4 times 2 cube. 4 times 8. So that's 32 plus 2 times 2 square is 2 times 4. So it will be 8, right? Minus 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1. So it will be 48 minus 32, 16. 16 plus 8, 24. 24 minus 12. 12 plus 1, 13. So in case of the second expression, like 3x power 4 minus 4x cube, that expression being divided by x minus 2, the remainder will be f of a, which is f of 2. The value came out to be 13, right? I hope this is done. If it's not, just quickly take a screenshot of this. Now, in the third expression, fx is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1, and the divisor is x plus 1. So if you compare x plus 1 with x minus a, you'll understand minus a is equal to 1. So a is equal to minus 1, right? Since a is equal to minus 1, we need to substitute a minus 1 here. So f of a will be f of minus 1. So f of minus 1 will be minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 plus 1, right? So there it will be minus 1 whole cube is what? Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1, which is again minus 1 plus minus 1 whole square is 1. Minus 1 is minus 1 and plus 1. So that will be 0. Now this is a special case of the remainder theorem. When the remainder is 0, the divisor is a factor of the dividend. That's true, right? Because, quickly note this down, I'll explain that part. Yeah. So the remainder being 0 is a special case of the remainder theorem called the factor theorem. For instance, you can just take a screenshot or quickly note this. After that, I'll explain the factor theorem. I hope it's done. So when I talk about factor theorem, I first need you to understand what are factors. Like if I'm able to write some expression A is equal to B into C, so essentially B and C are the factors of A, right? That is the proper definition of factors. So for us to understand factor theorem, we'll first take three expressions, x minus 1, x minus 2 and x minus 3, right? We'll first take three expressions, x minus 1, x minus 2 and x minus 3, and then we'll multiply them together. So this will be x times x, x square, x into minus 2, minus 2x, minus 1 into x, minus 1 into minus 2, plus 2, times x minus 3, right? So this will be x square minus 3x plus 2 times x minus 3. Now, x square into x will be x cube, x square into minus 3 will be minus 3x square, minus 3x into x will be again be minus 3x square. Minus 3x into minus 3 will be plus 9x. 2 into x will be plus 2x. 2 into minus 3 will be minus 6. So this will be x cube as it is. Minus 3x square and minus 3x square are like terms. So it will be minus 6x square plus 9x plus 2x. So that will be plus 11x minus 6. Right? Now if you understand, if I take this as f of x and I divide f of x with any of these expressions, as in taking the value of a as 1, 2 and 3, the remainder becomes 0. If you note this down, I'll show that, or else I can show it here. For a equal to 1, f of a will be 1 cube minus 6 times 1 square plus 11 times 1 minus 6. So 1 cube is 1, 1 minus 6 plus 11. 11 minus 6 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 minus 6 is 0. If a is equal to 2, f of 2 will be 2 cube minus 6 times 2 square plus 11 into 2 minus 6, which will be 2 cube is 8, right? 2 cube is 8, 8 minus 6 into 2 square is 4. So 6 into 4 is 24. So 8 minus 24 is minus 16. Minus 16 plus 11 into 2 is 22. So 22 minus 16 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Next, if a is equal to 3, f of 3 will be 3 cube minus 6 into 3 square plus 11 into 3 minus 6. 3 cube is what? 27. 27 minus 6 into 3 square minus 54. So minus 27 plus 11 into 3 is plus 33. So 33 minus 27 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. So since for the values of a is 1, a is 2 and a is 3, these the reminders have become 0. Whenever the reminder is 0, we can say x minus a is a factor of f of x. I hope it's alright. Alright? Just note this down. I'll give you questions to solve. Alright, we'll move further. Just check if I'll give the factors and the dividend. So just check if they are the factors or not. So the divisor will be x minus 7. Dividend will take it as so take the divisor, calculate the remainder. If the remainder is coming 0 in like when you substitute a in dividend, it is a factor. So Now we'll solve it. We'll name this 1, 2 and 3. So in case of 1, so x minus 7 is the divisor, right? So comparing it with x minus a, I understand that a is equal to 7. If a is equal to 7, I need to substitute this in the dividend. So fx equal to f of 7, which is f of uh, which is 7 and 7 square minus 11 times 7 plus 28. Now 7 square is what? 49 minus 11 into 7 is 77 plus 28. So that will be 49 minus 74. So 49 minus 74 is minus 28 plus 28. So this becomes 0. Since the remainder is 0, x minus a becomes a factor of f of x. So it will be yes. Ironically, if you take x minus 4 and x minus 7 as a product, it will give you x square minus 11x plus 28. That is why x minus 7 is a factor of x square minus 11x plus 28. Alright, I hope you all understood what was written even if it was on mute. Like I compared x minus 7 with x minus a. So I understood the value of a is 7. So then I put it in place of f of x. F of 7 was calculated and the value of f of 7 came out to be 0. So whenever the remainder, which is f of a, becomes 0, x minus a becomes a factor of f of x. That is the hidden idea. Alright. So based on that, now we need to enhance this better. How do we do that? Alright, you can note this. We'll move to the next part. I hope you noted this down. If you haven't noted this down, you can just take a screenshot. Now, moving further to the second question, it will be x plus 3. If I compare x plus 3 with x minus a, I get a is minus 3, right? If I get a is minus 3, my remainder has to be calculated based on f of a, which is f of minus 3. So if I substitute that here, 4 times minus 3 whole power 4 minus 3 times minus 3 whole cube plus 3 times minus 3 whole square minus 9 into minus 3 plus 6. Now expanding this properly, minus 3 whole power 4, minus 3 into minus 3 is 9, again minus 3 into minus 3 is 9, so minus 3 whole power 4 is 9 into 9, which is 81, minus 3 times minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3 shall be minus 27, plus 3 times minus 3 into minus 3 will be 9, alright, minus 9 into minus 3, which will be plus 27 plus 6. So calculate the value and give me the total value. What will be the final value? It's just a calculation, so do it properly. Twenty-seven, 2 times 27, 5 times 27, 12 times, 17 times 20. Yeah, it'll be 465. The final value will be 465. Since the remainder is not 0, the answer for this will be a no. Just note this down. I hope you have noted this down. If you haven't noted this down, just take a screenshot already. So in third question, x minus a is of the form x minus 1. So comparing it with x minus a, we understand that a is 1. Since a is 1, f of a will be f of 1, which will be 7 times 1 power 6 minus 4 times 1 power 4 plus 3 times 1 cube minus 3 times 1 square minus 2 times 1 minus 1, right? So this will be 7 times 1 power 6 will be 7 minus 4 times 1 power 4 will be 4 plus 3 minus 3 minus 2 and minus 1. So plus 3 and minus 3 will get cancelled. 7 minus 4 is 3. 3 minus 2 minus 1. So this will be 0. Since f of 1 became 0, yes, x minus 1 is a factor of this expression. Alright? So this is pretty much about factor theorem and remainder theorem and moreover about polynomials. Apart from this, we have algebraic identities. I think we have done enough on algebraic identities. So prepare for the exam well. I think you can more or less practice questions from the worksheets. That will help you understand how the questions will be in the exam. So based on that, it'll be decided like how how much we understood will be clear if we practice the worksheet, and then we can add something extra if we did not understand that properly. So with this, I'll close the teaching part of the class. I'll now sit for doubts for 2-3 minutes. So if you have any doubts, just ping me up in the chat, students. All right. Thank you, students.
Let's start the class. Let's start the class. Yes, more you can like it is the pattern will be like Resofest only. Okay. Now what you will saying that okay, 280 marks the exam will be. What is the syllabus? So what we are covering till now, right? So where we were on the chapter matter. We were talking about the matter where we have started talking about the chemical changes After chemical changes, we talk about what is matter. Then we talk about the physical classification of matter, that is solid, liquid, gas. I told you you have to talk about solid, liquid, gas on the basis of their interparticle spaces and interparticle forces. These two terms are very important to identify solid, liquid or gas. Do you remember everyone? Then after doing so, we have done the entire worksheet on this and we have started the chemical classification. We have started the chemical classification on the same. So all the worksheet have been done after the comparison and we have started the matter on the basis of chemical classification. So matter on the basis of chemical classification is what? Pure substances and mixture. Pure substances can be your elements, can be your compound which containing only one type of compound or one type of particular atom. One type of atom or one type of compound. One type of atom or one type of compound, that is what your pure substance. What is mixture? Mixture in which you are adding two or three things together. So it can be of two type, homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture. If whatever the things you are mixing together mixed properly, whatever the things you are mixing together mixed properly and you cannot define, you cannot identify what are the things actually added in it, you can say it homogeneous mixture where the things have been uniformly mixed. Things have been uniformly mixed. So homogeneous mixture. If things are not uniformly mixed, it is known as heterogeneous mixture. Right everyone? So these things we have already done. I have told you about the pure substance which is only containing about the one type of element or one type of compound. Their melting point, boiling point are fixed, their properties are fixed, they cannot change their properties. Then we talk about the mixture. Mixtures are a substance in which it is not of same kind. There are different types of elements and different types of molecules are present. Right everyone? So mostly naturally, if you see the nature around you, so mostly the substance around you are what? Mixtures only. Like I give you the example of air. Air is an example of mixture. Air is an example of mixture. Right everyone? So most of the things present around us are the example of mixture. Then I told you homogeneous mixture. Then I told you about the homogeneous mixture. If we mix a spoonful of salt in glass of water, we can see the particles. Now homogeneous mixture, I told you that only the one word you need to remember. Only the one word you need to remember. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? And what was that word? Is uniformly. So if I talk about the homogeneous means uniformly mixed. Uniformly mixed is the important one when we talk about the homogeneous. So it is a uniformly mixed, and how you can identify that it is a uniformly mixed. How you can identify that it is a uniformly mixed? You can identify it as uniformly mixed by just sipping the taste of it. If you are just drinking it, if you are just sipping it, so at the entire content, you are having the same amount of salt. You are having the same amount of salt. That means the salt, whatever the salt you have taken, 1 spoon or 10 spoon, no matter, it will be uniformly mixed. You will have a same amount of saltiness at every sip. You will have a same amount of saltiness at every sip. Right everyone? So there are different examples of as well for the homogeneous mixture. Now when we are talking about the heterogeneous mixture, you have to talk about undisturbed, what we can say, sorry, not this one. If you take spoonful of sand or mix, like if I'll talk you non-uniform, what we say, mixture is there. Non-uniform mixture is there. Non-uniform mixture means, let's talk about, if you take a spoonful of sand and mix it with a glass of water, the particle are visible and settle down when left undisturbed. Now when you not disturb the heterogeneous mixture, I told you this as well, that what happen when you are not disturbing the heterogeneous mixture? What happen when you are not disturbing the heterogeneous mixture? बता सकते हैं? The entire whatever the mixture you have made, they will separate it at their own. They will separate out at their own. Do you remember that? If you are not disturbing the mixture, they separate out on their own. The sand will settle in the bottom and the water will come up. The sand will settle in the bottom and the water will come up. Right everyone? Okay. So I think worksheet we have done, right? So we were on the worksheets. So question number 5. Question number 5 we were doing. So we have to complete this worksheet today. Can you please tell me solutions are heterogeneous, compound, homogeneous or element? Solutions are Very good. Very good. Option C. So this question we have already done. This fifth question we have already done in the last class. So I told you what is solution. Solution is always a homogeneous mixture. Solution. Like if anything you had to know as a solution. If you want to give anything a word solution. If you have to give anything a term solution. So it should be a mixture. And what type of mixture? Homogeneous mixture. First of all, solution. If I'm talking about solution, solutions are mixtures. If I'm talking about solution, solution are mixtures. And what type of mixtures? Homogeneous mixtures. What are the mixtures? Homogeneous mixture. So the correct answer is option C. So the correct answer is option C. Yes, you all are correct. So I told you the solution is what? Homogeneous mixture. Solution is what? Homogeneous mixture. Coming to the question number 6. A solid is said to be amorphous when? A solid is said to be amorphous when? Can you please tell me what is the meaning of amorphous solid? This also I had covered in the last class. What is amorphous solid? I told you there are two types of solid. What is solid first of all? What is solid first of all? If you ask you what is solid first of all, so suppose I am having some space. Suppose I am having some space. So in that space when atoms are closely packed, when atoms are closely packed, it is solid. When atoms are closely packed, it is solid. Please listen me very carefully. There are two types of solid, crystalline solid and amorphous solid. There are two types of solid, crystalline solids and amorphous solid. But if I talk about basic solid, if I talk about the basic solid, if I talk about the basic solid, what are the basic solid? Where particles are very close to each other. What is the basic definition of solids? The basic definition of solid is the particles should be very close to each other. The particles should be very close to each other. Now when the particles are very close to each other, so that is solid. Okay, fine. But can you see the difference between A and B? In the difference in the option A, you can see the particles are properly arranged. The atoms are, the elements are properly arranged. They are arranged in a particular manner. But if I look at this, but if I look at option B, there is no trend. There is no trend. You cannot see any diagonal relationship. You cannot see any single relationship. So there is no particular trend of joining the elements. There is no particular trend of joining the element. Here the arrangement of elements are not proper. Here the arrangement of elements are proper. So such type of this are known as crystalline solids. They are known as perfect solid, and these are known as amorphous solid. They do not follow all the properties of solids. Like they can be easily stretchable, like rubber, plastic, all these things come under amorphous solid. So basically what are amorphous solid? Irregular arrangement of element. Irregular arrangement of element. So because of this structure, crystalline and amorphous solid exist. Because of this structure, crystalline and amorphous solids exist. What is crystalline? What is true solid? Where the arrangement of atom is perfect. What is crystalline solid? Where the arrangement of atom are not proper. Where arrangement of element or particles are not proper. Okay. So if I'll ask you the answer again today. So the solid said to be amorphous when it has no definite shape. It has no definite shape. Did you understood? So I think in the last class I completed this question at a very hurry. So that's why I repeated this question today again in the class. And can you see the answer? Yes, the answer is correct, option B. The answer is correct, option B. Right, everyone? Clear? Clear? Going to the next question. Going to the next question. The given diagram represent two elements. The given diagrams represent two elements. Again, I am saying you, if anyone is having any doubt regarding any lecture before the Saturday exam, if anyone is having any doubt regarding any lecture before Saturday exam, KEC videos are already available at the Resonance School YouTube channel. KEC videos, whatever going in the class is already available at the KEC videos of the Resonance School YouTube channel. So you can go and watch there. Only few 2-3 starting videos are not there because they were not properly recorded, but after that all the videos are properly recorded and uploaded to the Resonance School YouTube channel. So you can go and watch if you have any doubt regarding any lecture. And if you missed by chance, if you have missed any lecture or any concept you missed, you can go and again revise it there, right everyone? Otherwise KEC materials have been already provided to you. You can clarify your concept from there as well. So you have so many of the what I say, options to clarify your concept. Right, everyone? So there is no chance that you have to deviate yourself from books or anything else. So everything has been provided to you. So all the very best for the Saturday exam. And the Saturday exam will be as similar as the worksheet we are solving in the class. Like how the worksheet has been designed. Have you seen how the worksheet has been designed for you? In the 10 questions of, well, like one worksheet is containing 10 questions. In these 10 questions, there are very easy questions, there are mediocre questions, and there are very hard questions as well. So as similar as the worksheet, the exam paper will be defined. 70% it will be easy, and 20% it will be mediocre, and 10% it will be hard level questions. Right, everyone? So that everyone has a kick to solve that question paper. So even if you are not very good with the concept right now, again you can solve the question paper. You are be very happy to solve the question paper. And if you are very clear with the concept, crystal clear concept, then you again having the mind brainstorming questions as well, right? So the question paper is going to be very, very, very good, easy as well as challenging at the same time. आपको बहुत मजा आने वाला है when you are going to solve the question paper. So do everyone what attempt the exam. Don't miss the exam. Don't miss the Saturday exam, please, everyone. That is my request to you all, that you all have to attend the Saturday exam and see how much concept you have gone through till now and how much you have understood till now. Exams are very important and you never have to worry about them. You should never be scared of any exam. Always face the exam. When you start facing this exam and stop scaring about the exam, you will definitely is one step ahead of so many of others, right? Okay, so going to the next question. The given diagram represent two elements. In this given diagram, there are two elements, element X and element Y. Can you see the element X and element Y? Which of the following statement is true about X and Y? Which of the following statement is true about X and Y? So I can see so many are saying the answer C. I guess answer C is correct. What? So many are saying option C. Some are saying B also. Why? Why? Let me check. Ma'am, how do you know our marks and how to submit them? Everything will be there in the online. Like after completing all the question, there will be last option submit. You can submit them, and obviously it will be online exam, technical. Everything will be there. So marks will be there only, and in 1-2 days everything will be there. Even we got to know also that who gave the exam and who missed the exam from the online classes. So everything is possible nowadays. So we know everything. So I urge you all to give the exam, to attend the exam. Okay, so as I can see, most of you are giving the option C as the answer. Most of you are giving the answer C as the answer, right? Yes, glass. Basically, glass you can see in amorphous, but most of the time we also call it pseudo-solid liquid, like false pseudo-solid, false solid. But yes, amorphous में ही आता है glass. Glass also comes in amorphous. CB. I don't know what is next class, sorry. Exam is on Saturday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. So day after tomorrow is their exam. So most of, I can see the answers are C only. Ma'am, worksheet, should we write them? Yes, solving the worksheet will help you a lot. Solving worksheet will help you a lot. Ma'am, we have to start from question 7. Yes, thank you. Option A भी कोई कोई कह रहा है. चलो, let's start. Particles of X can move freely in all direction. Particle of X can move freely in all direction? No, because I can see through the diagram that particles are closely packed. When particles are closely packed, they cannot move freely. So first option is definitely not my answer. As from the diagram, I little bit can identify that okay, this is looking like a solid and this is looking like a gas. Element X is looking like a solid and element Y is looking like a gases, because particles are really far away. Particles are very far away, not little bit far, but they are very far. So I can say the particle Y, the element Y is as gas and element X is as solid. And solid, when particles are very close to each other, they cannot move freely. So option 1 is definitely not my answer. Okay, element Y is incompressible in nature. Now, because the interparticle spaces, I can easily see interparticle spaces are very high. When interparticle spaces are very high, they are highly compressible. So again the option B is wrong. Y is incompressible. Incompressible means which cannot be compressed. But as I can see, element Y is highly compressible because the space between the particles is very high. Because the space, this is the space between the particles. This is the space between the particle and it is very high. Element X is solid and element Y is gas. वो तो हमने देख के ही बता दिया था. Element X are very closely packed, so they are gases, and element Y are partly packed, that they are gases. So this looks a correct answer, but let me check the option D as well. Element X is less dense than element Y. Less dense, what is density? Density means number of particle in a particular area. So in a area there are so many atoms, and in this area there are only 6 atoms. So who is more denser? Obviously element X is more denser. Number of particles, mass per unit area, that is density. And obviously atoms are more here, so mass is more here. Atoms are more here, so mass is more here. So I can definitely say that the answer can be option C, because A, B, D are completely wrong answers. A, B, D are completely wrong answers. So let us check the correct answer. Let us check the correct answer, and yes, option C is correct answer. Option C is correct answer. Correct everyone? Everyone clear with the concept? Everyone clear with the concept? Particle of an element X cannot move freely because it is solid. So it is the wrong. Element X is incompressible. It is highly compressible because the particles are very far away. Because particles are far away, so space is very high. If space is high, compressibility is also high. If space is high, compressibility is also high. So I guess we have done with the concept. So very good. Ma'am, can we re-attend exam if we miss it? I guess no. There is a particular time of exam, and that time only you have to start. Even if you are 15 to 20 minutes late, I don't think so you will be able to attend the exam. Okay, so at an exact time you have to sit and start the exam. Don't take exam lightly. Sanvita, what happened? Wrong, correct option, wrong answer. What happened? Tomorrow any quiz, ma'am? Maybe individual teacher can put the quiz whose exam, whose syllabus is already done. So they can put a syllabus. Otherwise, exam is mainly on the Saturday only. Okay, the given diagram describes the change that takes place between different state of matter. So different state of matter is having the interconvertible. Interconvertible means solid can convert into liquid, liquid can convert again into solid. Liquid to gas, gas to liquid, gas to solid, solid to gas. So these are interconvertible, that they can interconvert into each other. The process by which energy given out are. Now what is the meaning? The energy will be given out. The energy will be given out. So according to this diagram, here I can see the particles are looking very close. So I can consider it as solid. I can see the particles are looking very close. Out of these 3 boxes, particles are looking very close to each other. So I can consider it as solid. Now here the particles is comparatively far. So it is liquid, I guess. And it is gas. Right everyone? So solid, liquid, gas I have seen here. And I can see solid is converting into liquid and liquid is converting into solid. These are the arrows. For you I put the arrows. Here. Now what the question is saying? What are the processes by which energy is given out? Can you see 6 processes are happen here? 1, 2. Liquid to solid, solid to liquid. Liquid to gas, gas to liquid. Solid to gas and gas to solid. Right? Okay. Coming to the solid. Solid to liquid. Solid to liquid. What it is saying? Given out. Energy bahar nikalni chahiye. Energy should be given out. Solid to liquid. When solid is converting to liquid. Please listen me very carefully. Solid means tightly packed. Liquid means little bit far. I told you if you want to increase the space between the particles. Solid means tightly packed. Liquid means little bit far. Solid means tightly packed. Liquid means little bit far. So basically you want to increase the distance between the particles. So you have to provide the kinetic energy. Solid to liquid. That means tightly packed particles need to be far away. Tightly packed particles, you have to make them apart to convert it into liquid. That means if you increase the kinetic energy, they will become far apart. The particles which are very tightly packed, if you give them energy, their kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means moving energy. Their moving energy will increase and they will move far apart and convert it into liquid. Solid get the kinetic energy, that is moving energy, and they will move far apart, and then what will happen, they will convert it into liquid. But how to increase the kinetic energy? By giving them energy, by giving them heat energy. So after giving them heat energy, you can increase the kinetic energy. By giving them heat energy, you can increase the kinetic energy. Right, everyone? Solid to liquid, what you have to do, you just need to increase the particles space. So to increase the particle space, just increase the kinetic energy. If their moving energy will increase, they will move far apart. And how they will move far apart? By increasing the heat energy, by increasing the heat energy, right? So basically, solid to liquid, heat is absorbed. Solid to liquid, heat is absorbed so that they become far apart. And if I talk about liquid to solid, if I talk about liquid to solid, they are getting far. Liquid to solid, liquid to solid means particles. Liquid to solid means the particles which are far apart are coming close to each other. How will solid to liquid convert? Liquid को solid में convert करना है. That means the far apart particles have to come close. Correct? Far apart particles have to come close. To make the particle close, you have to pick down their energy. You have to pick out the energy. When you pick out the energy, kinetic energy will slow down. When kinetic energy will slow down, the particles themselves come close to each other. Clear? So energy is released from liquid to solid. So first energy is releasing out. जब भी आप when you are converting water to ice, when you are converting water to ice, you put in refrigerator. What is refrigerator doing? Refrigerator is keeping out, pulling out heat energy. Refrigerator is pulling out. That's why it is that. That's why the things are getting cold, right? How in refrigerator things are cooling? Because they are picking out. They are taking out the heat energy. So they are taking out heat energy. That means liquid to solid heat energy has been taken out. Similarly, if I talk about solid to gas, camphor you have seen puja may we use, kapoor. So camphor or kapoor we use in puja. What we do, we just light up the camphor. We light up the camphor and from solid to gas it will convert. From solid, थोड़ी देर बाद गायब हो जाता है white color का camphor. Why? Sublimation has occurred, and to do the sublimation, what you did, you provided the heat energy through matchstick. With the help of matchstick, you put on fire on that kapoor. You put that fire on that camphor, right? So basically you given the heat energy to convert the solid into gas. But again, gas to solid you have to pull out energy. You have to pull out energy. That means gas to solid, that is option 6 is energy is releasing out. Energy is releasing out. Condensation, reverse sublimation. And if I talk about this, what last is what? Freezing. All these are energy has been given out. So freezing, condensation, and here reverse sublimation, energy has been given out. Energy has been taken out. So liquid to gas. Again, liquid to gas. If you are converting water into steam, you are providing energy. पानी को आपको gas पे रखना पड़ता है. You have to put water what we say, vessel. You have to put water vessel on the Bunsen burner, or you can say burner of your home only. Here you have to put that in a water so that it will get the boiling point and convert it into steam. So basically you are giving energy. But if the same vapors are condensing to liquid, so what you have to pick out their energy. You have to you have to release back their energy. So basically condensation. So condensation is gas to liquid. That is option 4. So 146. I think I have marked the options wrong. Kya? Maybe here. Actually, the diagram is not that clear. Maybe it is 5, 1, 4, 5. Maybe it is 5. 5 is representing the reverse sublimation. Gas to solid is 5. So answer should be 145 or 135. 145. I guess option B is the answer. Actually, okay. So I can there is little bit confusion in the Which one is representing what? Actually, these arrows are not properly shown. These arrows are not properly shown. So I guess one is showing the freezing. One is showing the freezing. Three. Three is showing the condensation. And I think 5 is showing the reverse sublimation. Right? So the answer will be kya? The answer should be 135. The answer should be 135. Answer should be 135, but that is not the case. So option D. So little bit there is a difference in arrows, but answer will be same. What I told you, that condensation, reverse sublimation, and freezing. All these three things require the removal of energy. All these three things require the taking out of heat energy. Taking out of heat energy. But it is not that much defined in the. Yes, Ritesh, I saw your answer. Please don't write the same answer again and again. You are putting the entire mind and writing the answers only. Why you have written the same answers again and again? May I know, Rishit? Why you are writing D again and again and again? There is no use of it. Whatever I told you right now in the class, did you understand this properly? Entire mind you just put on giving the correct answer. Please understand the concept what the teacher is telling you, then give the correct answer. So as there are some problem with the arrows. I cannot identify the arrows properly in the given diagram. So yes, but otherwise what the concept I told you, that's the correct answer. Okay, that in condensation, freezing, and reverse sublimation is all about taking out the heat energy. Is all about taking out the heat energy. Clear? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Identify the incorrect statement from the following. So basically just the incorrect option I have to find out. Matter exists in three form. Is it correct or incorrect? Matter exists in three form. Matter exists in three form. Correct. Matter can be changed from one form to another. Correct. Solid can liquid. Just now in the previous question we have done. Solid to liquid. How solid to liquid? Through what melting? Liquid to solid, again from freezing. We can do so, changing the matter from one to another. A new substance is formed in a chemical change. A new substance is formed in a chemical change. Yes, very good. Always, chemical change is always that only where the new substance are formed. So if the chemical changes occur, new substances definitely occurring. If there is a chemical change, new substances definitely occurring. That is the meaning of chemical change. Composition should change. Chemical change means composition changes. Composition changes means new complex arises. New complex arises. Ice is heavier than water. This is incorrect answer. Ice is heavier than water, although ice is solid. Although ice is solid, but due to its structure, it is lighter than water, and that is the case why ice floats on liquid. Why ice floats on liquid? So whenever you are having any milkshake, you are having any juice, you are having any something, whatever, anything you are drinking, simple water, simple coke, you are having any carbonated drink, always the ice float on the liquid. So why ice floats on the liquid? Because it is lighter than liquid. Being a solid, still it is lighter than liquid because of its structure. Because of its structure. So ice is having a structure which makes it lighter, less denser. So what is the correct answer? Correct answer is option D. Correct answer is option D. Ice is heavier than water. No, it is not. It is not. It is less denser. Density of ice is less, very less. So because of its structure, ice is less heavier than water. So most of you gave it the correct answer. Yes, Preetham, tomorrow is last class. Friday is last class of KEC program. So most of you give answer correct only option D. Now most of you think ma'am matter is 5 or aisa kuch. So again I am telling you that we mostly talk only about those matter in which we are living. So we are living only between solid, liquid and gases. We are not existing between plasma and BC. so we don't talk about them much. Okay, so as I can see, most are saying the correct answers only. Most of you wrote the D option. I don't know next period. Please don't ask me relevant questions. Okay, coming to the next question. Coming to the next question. A statement XYZ have the following properties. Statement XYZ. So what is the properties of X? What is the properties of X? Elastic, opaque, non-edible. I cannot eat it, I cannot see through it, and it is elastic. Elastic means it can be stretchy. Y. Y is liquid in form, inflammable and edible. Inflammable means you can put fire on it. Edible hai, you can eat it, and it is in liquid form. Z. Hard. Hard means crystal solid, floats on water and flammable. Hard hai, inflammable hai, and floats on water. So X, Y, Z respectively are. So can A be sand? No. X cannot be sand. X cannot be aluminium because it is elastic. So X can be either plastic or rubber band. Mostly I think it is rubber band because rubber band is more elastic, but let's say plastic also. Sometimes plastic are also stretchy, right? But most correct answer looks rubber band, but still keep this in option. Keep this in option. Next, opaque and non-edible. So both are plastic and rubber band. Both can follow one. Why? Liquid, inflammable and edible. So if I say that milk and cooking oil, both are liquid, inflammable. So milk is not inflammable, but cooking oil is inflammable. If I talk about edible, so milk also we eat and cooking oil also we eat. Right? So I think option C is more correct answer, but let's see it. Option Z, hard. So iron nails and matchstick both are hard. Floats. So iron nail cannot float on water because they are very, if you put the iron nail inside the water, डूब जाएगा, right? But matchstick, if I talk about matchstick, it is very light in weight, it will float on water. Matchstick will always float on water. And inflammable, obviously you can put a fire with matchstick. Inflammable means, inflammable does not means not put on fire. Flammable, inflammable, same. They put on fire. Inflammable means जो जल सकता है, which can put fire. Inflammable means which can put fire. So the correct answer looks like option C. Correct answer looks like option C. Yes, option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Clear everyone? Inflammable means which can put on fire. Which can put on fire. जिसमें आग लग सकती है. So option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. And anyone who, if anyone is looking in the Google and giving the answer, that does not make you hero or does not make you super. That make you zero only. So looking the answer at the Google and giving me your chat GPT or anything else is not a good thing. If you are replying by your own, then either if it is a wrong, no problem, but yes, that is a very good thing. So whether you are giving answer correct or wrong, that is not a case. If you are giving it by yourself, that is the mandatory thing. So giving the questions answer through yourself, that is the most mandatory thing. Doesn't matter it is correct or wrong, because if it is wrong, you will obviously learn something. If it is correct, then obviously you already know about it. But if you're looking from the Google or ChatGPT or something like that and then giving me answer, then it is stopping all your factors to learning that concept. It is hindering all your concept. It is hindering all the possibilities to learn that concept and to understand the things. So Google and everything and just giving the answer, looking at them is a very big sign of your downfall. Very good. Nihal. Okay, Nana. Nana, what I am saying, first of all, you have to see X is something element which is elastic. Elastic means stretchy, which is opaque, you cannot see through it, and non-edible, you cannot eat it. So X is having three. They have given you hint of X. X is non-edible, opaque, and elastic in nature. Y is something like this. It is liquid. You can eat it, and still it can put on fire also. It can put on fire also. Z is something which is hard, float on water. Although it is hard, but still it can float on water, and again it can put on fire. It can put on fire. It can catch the fire. Okay, right? So all these three things, who is following it? So if I talk about X is elastic, opaque, non-edible. So plastic I can see, okay, it is little bit elastic in nature and opaque also and non-edible. Sand is not elastic. So this cannot be my answer. Aluminium cannot be elastic. So again, this cannot be my answer. So option B and D, just I put out option D and B, just looking at the X. Now looking at the Y. Y is liquid. So who left? A or C left? So milk is liquid, yes. Cooking oil is liquid, yes. Inflammable. Milk is inflammable. Can milk catch fire? No, milk cannot catch fire. Can cooking oil catch fire? Yes. At high temperature, cooking oil catches fire, right? So it is inflammable. So I think option A also comes out. And if I talk about Z, hard. Matchstick is hard? Yes. Floats on water. Matchstick floats on water? Yes. If you put one matchstick and put it on the water, it will float. Inflammable, can it catch fire? Yes, it can catch fire. So option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. And please everyone, last thing, when I'm solving the question, when I'm solving any question, you not only have to focus on the correct answer, you have to focus how ma'am is solving the question. So when I'm solving any question, please look at the way how I am solving the question, like I am eliminating the option first. You might have looked me when there are something this type of options given to us. I always try to eliminate the wrong answers and try to choose whatever left. From that I choose the correct answer. So this is the best method to get the correct answer from these type of questions. First, eliminate the not required option so that you have a 50-50 chances of the correct answers. Right now the chances are 25% to have any correct answer. Then when you eliminated the two options, then your chances increase to get a correct answer, right? Okay. So this much we have done till now. What we have done till now, we have talked about the matter, then we talk about the physical classification of matter. Sir, we talk about the chemical classification of matter, right? This much we have covered. Now we are going to separation technique. Now we are going to separation technique. Only two separation technique I have provided for the what? Only two separation techniques I have given you for the exam syllabus. Only two separation technique I have given you for the exam syllabus. Right? Let's start. Separation technique of two or more solid mixtures. Separation technique. So basically what you have done, you have taken a solids and mixed them together. So two or more solids you have mixed together. Two or more solids you have mixed together. So let's talk about their separation technique. Let's talk about their separation technique. The first is magnetic separation. Now for magnetic separation means with the help of magnet. Magnetic separation means with the help of magnet, you are separating out the solid things. Like that's a very simple example we have done so many times. That is, I am mixing the sand and iron. Suppose I have mixed the sand and iron. So basically, I hadn't changed any chemical change. Only I simply mix them. Mixture means where chemical change is not occurring. Are you getting my point? What is the meaning of mixture? When you are saying anything, it is a mixture. So mixture means their properties will not change on mixing. When you are saying anything as a mixture, reaction is different thing. When you have named them mixture means whatever you are adding together, their properties are not changing, their properties are remaining same, right? So the question has mentioned, the thing has mentioned that it is a mixture. Mixture means the properties are not losing, right everyone? First of thing you have to keep in mind, in a mixture properties are not losing. Now second thing, what the example I am giving you, I am giving the example of iron and sand. Now basically I took some iron kernels, you know, the flakes of iron, or you can say the granules of iron, they are known as iron kernels. So iron kernels I have taken and mixed with the sand, because both are granules or grainy in nature, that's why I mixed them. Now I have to separate them. So is it possible that I separate them one by one? Like suppose sometimes your mother cleans the rice or cleans any dal, right? Sometimes the mother, at homes we have seen our mothers to clean dal and rice just by picking up the stones from that. Sometimes the stones are mixed with the rice, or sometimes the stones, small stones are mixed with the dal. So we have seen our mothers to just 1-2 times what you can say, or you can simply pick the stones from hands also. Can you do the same things? Can you do the same separation method with iron and sand mixture? No, we cannot do it, because first of all it is very small and it is very large in number. So we cannot do the picking method. This is known as picking method. So we cannot do the picking method in separation for the iron and sand. So what I will do, magnetic separation. I know that iron has a property to attract with magnet. That is not the case with the sand. Sand do not attract with magnet, but iron attract with magnet. So I take one magnet and just make it round and round in the entire mixture. What I will see, all the iron from the mixture has attracted towards the magnet, and when I put out the magnet, entire iron will come out, right? Although you have to repeat this process 2 to 3 times, but yes, it is the easiest process. So it is known as magnetic separation. So for the magnetic separation, some properties need to be there. In magnetic separation, you need to remember whatever the mixture you are taking. Whatever the mixture you are taking, at least one substance should be having the magnetic property. One substance should be having the magnetic property. So whenever the magnetic separation you are going through, first of all, magnetic separation you are going through, you need to remember that when you have done a mixture, when you have make a mixture, one of the substance must be attracted towards magnet, and only one, right? If all the substance were attract to the magnet, again the separation is not possible. So magnetic separation, it is a process of separating components of mixture by using magnet to attract the magnetic materials. So basically, what is magnetic separation? Separating the substance by attracting them on separating the substance by attracting them on magnetic, so that one substance must have magnetic attraction. Thus, one substance must have magnetic separation. The mixture of solid can be separated by magnetic separation if one of the constituent of mixture is magnetic substance. Again, what I am saying, there is one condition is always there. What is the condition for magnetic substance? That in a mixture one substance should be attracted to magnet. कोई एक substance ऐसा होना चाहिए जो magnet से attract हो. So this is the condition for doing a magnetic separation. So what is the condition of doing magnetic separation? Condition of doing magnetic separation is one substance should be attracted to magnet. One substance should be attracted to magnet. Clear? In iron ore means when you pick out iron from the earth crust. What is the iron ore? When you pick out iron from the earth crust. So I told you that when any metal you are picking out from the mother earth, when any metal you are picking out, you are digging out from the mother earth, it does not come in one single form. Like I told you so many times, example of aluminium. Aluminium come in the form of bauxite. What is bauxite? Which is containing the large amount of aluminium and some amount of the other things also. Similarly, iron ore in which there are large percentage of iron and some percentage of oxygen, sulfur are also present in them. That is termed as impurities. Pebbles, sand, all these things are also come with the ore. So iron ore means the mineral which is containing the large amount of iron as well as some amount of impurities. Large amount of iron and some amount of impurities. That is known as iron ore. So in iron ore, iron metal is separated from non-magnetic impurities. So what is iron ore? Iron ore which is containing iron in large amount as well as some impurities. So iron is having a magnetic nature and other impurities are non-magnetic in nature. Iron is magnetic in nature and its impurities are non. So I told you, did I told you in the last class that there is one topic like metallurgy. What is metallurgy? Metallurgy teaches you that when you pick out ore, what is ore? Where the particular metal is in higher percentage and another percentage is present of impurities. So basically you have to put out, you have to draw what a pure metal. Let me take some break. Yes. So what I am saying, let me have a water please everyone, just a minute. So I'll be just completing very quickly the last point. I know the class is over. Just very quickly I'll be covering the last point. What is the last point? Last point is iron ore. Iron ore means when iron covered with impurities we dig out from the earth. Now I have to pick out the pure iron from his ore. Ore means metal with its impurities. So impurities we have to flush out, and the pure metal we have to take out, right? So to take out the pure metal, this magnetic separation is very useful technique. Iron metal is separated from non-magnetic impurities using the method of magnetic separation. So when we dig out iron ore, iron is attracted with magnet and other impurities are not attracted with magnet. So there the magnetic separation is very useful, so that impurities leave behind and the iron is attracted towards the magnet, right? So this is the magnetic separation. This is magnetic separation. We are done for today. Thank you everyone for giving me 3 minutes extra. Thank you everyone. Okay, bye. See you tomorrow. Bye everyone. All the very best. Prepare well for the Saturday exam.
Fine. I hope you are enjoying all these classes. Almost we are very near to the end of this all the sessions of KEC program. By this Saturday, I think you are having exam. Everyone is okay with that? Okay, right. Coming back to the point, today we are going to discuss about this worksheet, and then we are going to have some certain discussion. Yeah, today I'll say. Okay. I also miss you a lot, beta. No doubt. Fine. So coming to the point, I like to wind up this today's session. I'm going to say first we'll discuss about the worksheet, and then we'll discuss further whatever I was saying you, that what exactly which branch I'll teach, all those things I'm going to say. Okay, so chalo, let's start with this part. So first worksheet number 4, we'll start with this case in this question. Okay, let me know, is my voice clear to you people, and my video is also clear to you people? You're a new joining of this year, you don't have material, so what should you do? Okay, no worries, yeah, wait for it, you will get the complete idea what to do. Okay, right, you will come to know, don't worry about that part. You are a new joining, I do understand this part. No worries, we'll get back to you very shortly. And whatever you know, based on your knowledge, if there is an exam, you can attempt it. If you can attempt it, attempt that part, that will be better. Okay, okay, I got started getting the answers here. Wow, that's great. That's energy, still that energy remains constant. Very good, that energy still remains constant. All the students are giving the answer. That's very good of it. So let's go with this case now. Which part of the bulb is an insulator? So good, so easy, so simple question here. We are able to see this. Obviously this part is basically taken as an insulator. Everyone knows this part, right or wrong? So yes, of course. So therefore the answer P is a correct answer, and the which option is actually relating to this part? Option A is actually relating to this part. Hence your option A is a correct answer. As we have done one complete class on bulb, so I'm not going in detailed part because we already studied. Okay, what is Q, what is R, and what is S? Everyone knows this part. Anyone, can you say what is S here? What is S here? Anyone from the class? What does the S stands for? Yes, base as well as cap, you can say, right? Exactly correct. And what does your R stands for? Okay, more precisely, metal cap. Okay, R stands for R, exactly, filament. And then what does Q stands for? What does Q stands for? Waiting for your answers. What does Q stands for? Exactly, air in bulb or gases, you can say. That's exactly correct. So that's why I could have given this answer for you people, but the main thing is we did the concept of bulb more and more in detail. So that's why I believe all the students can answer this, and almost I was expecting that, and I asked the question with you successfully. You gave the answer. That's a very good side of your side. Okay, very good side. Okay, let's go for the question number 2. Second question, answer A for this part. That's absolutely correct. Yeah, this, let us see before starting how many students can answer this question. In a simple circuit, why does the bulb light when you close the switch? Switch ko close karne par he is saying bulb will light. So this is relating to which concept? Okay, is it open circuit or closed circuit? It is basically considered as a closed circuit, and if it is considered as a closed circuit, No doubt we can say that the switch is being what we can say, the switch produces electricity. No, this closing the switch completes the circuit. It relates to the concept of the closed circuit. It completes the circuit. That is absolutely correct. Now closing the switch breaks the circuit. No, it is not. Well, it's a closing the switch does not breaks the circuit, and none of this is the wrong answer. Hence option B is a correct answer for this. How many students got the answer for this? How many students got the answer for this? That is on and off. On and off वाला बात बोले गए तो you are correct at that point. Here switch close or switch open means close means in connection, open means no connection. So this might be you may be some a kind of confusion you may have in this case. I think now you are clear with this part. I hope everyone got this. Yes or no? Let's see. Everyone? Very good. Okay, fine. Let's go for the next case. Okay, let's go for the next case. Let's go for the next question. So the next answer for this will be B. And now let us go for the next question here. Now in this question, what he has given below are 4 circuits. Okay, P, Q, R and S with different arrangements of the identical batteries and identical lamps. The lamps in all 4 circuits lights up. So these are the 4 circuits he has given. Okay, the portion for the exam someone is asking. Okay, after this question I'll say you the portion for the exam. Okay, now circuit P is having 1 battery and 1 bulb. No doubt it is going to glow at any cost. Circuit Q is having 2 batteries and 3 bulbs. The brightness will be comparatively less. Next, 3 batteries, 1 bulb. Here will be the highest brightness. Here will be the highest brightness. Highest brightness will be observed because we have 3 batteries here and only 1 bulb is here. So highest brightness I'll go for this case. And then after that we have 1 battery and 2 bulbs. So one thing I can say you, firstly I'll go with the 3 batteries and 1 bulb. If I'm having 3 batteries connected to 1 bulb, I'll get the highest brightness. And then after that I'll get the equal part. You see the number of batteries are n, here n plus 1, or you can take it here, whatever the batteries are there, here the bulbs are more, so brightness will decrease. And here 1 battery, 2 bulbs, still brightness will decrease. More brightness will decrease in the last case, you can say. More brightness will decrease in which case? In the last case. So therefore the answer for this is the highest part will be in this case. So I will say the highest lamping will be in R. You can decide the answer by seeing the option, no doubt. Next, after that it will be observed in P, 1 battery, 1 bulb, exact brightness. And then after that next brightness is nothing but RP. Then I'll go for 2 batteries and 3 bulbs, that I will go here, that is Q. And finally I'll go for S, RPQS. And let us see RPQS. Second option is a correct answer for this. I hope everyone got this part. Any doubt in this question? Any doubt in this question? Let me know. Arey yaar, very good. Everyone gave the answer for it. That's great for you. So the portion for the examination, I'm saying you, yeah, the portion for the examination, whatever you have completed in light, we have completed about the reflection, plane mirrors and basic introduction part of the light. Also followed by that you have done electricity. In that you have studied conductors, you have studied about the insulators, you have studied about the circuits, electrical circuits till this part. Okay, so I mean to say this will be a complete portion, and number of questions that you are going to get in physics is 15 questions you are going to get. Okay, so 15 questions will be there in physics. This 15 questions will be comprising of all the part which you studied in the KEC, but in short I have shown you what are the topics. The light introduction you have, plane mirrors you have, reflection you have, and also we have done kind of shadow also you have studied about that part. And apart from that you have electricity, in that conductors, insulators, and you studied about the, of course, about the bulb individually topic you studied. And Also you have studied about this electrical circuits and also the symbols specifically. What you have studied the symbols and this worksheet including indirectly what you studied in KEC, all the parts including the worksheets. I think you got the portion now. Everybody got the portion? Yeah, I'll come back. Right now we are in question number 3. I'll come which branch I'll teach, all those details I'll give you. Okay. We need to include how many questions, how many more than S, because in both case one battery is less. In both cases one battery is less. In both cases one battery is less. Okay, you are deciding this part. So if more less batteries and more number of bulbs, 2 batteries 3 bulbs, here 1 battery 2 bulbs. Actually in this case you can say more number of batteries and more number of bulbs will be given more preference, because where an n number of batteries are connected you will be getting more brightness sorry more brightness comparatively with respect to the single battery given to the 2 bulbs. You might be comparing here with respect to the factor that 1 battery 2 bulbs and 2 batteries 3 bulbs. More batteries and the greater than that part, more batteries have the possibility to give you more EMF, where there is a possibility of the bulb to glow more. That is the point. I think you got your point. Okay, let's come back to the next question. Let's go for the next question. Question number 4. Identify the circuit diagram in which the light bulbs up. In which the bulb lights up. You can say the answer by default. Okay, you can say the answer. Let's see how many students can say for it. Some are saying B, some are saying D. I'm able to see your answers. Okay, okay, okay. A B, yeah, big B. Okay, fine. Right, let's see with this case the reason for it. Identify the circuit diagram in which the bulb lights up. See, in this case, is this the open circuit or closed circuit? Let me know. Is this the open circuit or closed circuit? Open circuit or closed circuit? Let's see how many students can answer for this part. Is it an open circuit or closed circuit? Okay, I think students are messaging. I cannot see your message. Okay, right, I cannot see your message. Now I can see open circuit, right. If it is open circuit, is there any possibility that the bulb will glow? Not at all, and therefore this is not the answer. It's a closed circuit. There is a possibility that the bulb will glow. There is no supply, only no battery connected here, so therefore we cannot say, no cell is connected, we cannot say this as an answer. Now you can say, you might be thinking very clearly, you see in this case, by seeing D, can you say which circuit is it, open or close? Open circuit or closed circuit? Please let me know. Open circuit or closed circuit? D. D wala, D wala, D wala. Yes, very good, very good, very good. All the students are giving. Some are confused in that part. That's why I asked the question. So I can conclude that which student is actually having the doubt. When you see keenly about this part, might be it may not be visible to you people in the video. But if you see here, the bulbs are connected internally with a cross part. In between, there is no connection, you can see here. Okay, in between there is no connection. If there is no connection in between, even though after flowing, in this case there will be no connection, so it behaves as an open circuit, so that whole bulb will not glow. Internally we can say there is no tungsten in the bulb also, you can say. So hence this category also does not comes, which may light up the bulb. It will not light up the bulb. Hence the answer for this is nothing but B. That is your final result. I hope everyone got the clear idea related to this part. Hence option B is a correct answer for this. Yes, let us go for the next question. Let us see how many students can answer this. देखते हैं यार. Okay, students started giving the answer. Okay, Some are saying A, some are saying B, some are saying A, some are saying B. Okay, fine. So shall we start the answer for this? Shall we start the answer for this? A, B, A, B. So if you are giving A, if you are giving B, let us see about this part. Okay. Are you able to see this part diagram in your screen very clearly? You are able to see it, no issue. So look at the two electric circuit using material A and material B as shown below. What can you conclude from the given from the circuit given below? So this is your A and this is basically your B. You are able to see very clearly about this part. Here the bulb is actually glowing. Here the bulb is not glowing. A bulb is glowing means there is a possibility that this basically B can be treated as a conductor which actually allows the current to pass through it. So therefore I can treat this particular case as your what? Conductor. As your conductor. What do you mean by the term conductor? Obviously the definition is the conductor is the one which allows the current to flow through them. It is the one which allows the current to flow through them. So basic definition, I know that every student memorized or every student has remembered this definition, but there are few students who have joined in between. For them I am just taking the definition for them. Okay, coming to the next case, I am not seeing the messages as of now. First I will conclude this and then I will check your messages. Now here the bulb is not glowing at all. So which means there is a possibility that if there is no flow of current, and the definition itself says no flow of current, then it is said to be what? Insulator. Insulator. And what is the definition of insulator? The substance which does not allows the current to flow through them. To flow through them is said to be what? Insulator. So which means I can say that A is my insulator and B is my conductor. Tally the options. A is an insulator, B is a conductor. That's a direct answer for it. And 90% plus students gave the answer for this. Very good. I like your hard work and the way you memorize. Literally you are excellent. You have given the answer very good. I'm checking your messages. That's great. Okay, everyone is able to answer this. So this, I like the way you memorize all the things. Excellent. Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, so okay, you can study from the PDF, whatever the syllabus is being given, you can study from it, no doubt. Okay, chalo, let's go for the next question. Don't worry about that much of exam. Be cool, practice it, do it, that's it. Don't take that much of stress. Be cool here. Exam means, okay, it's just your testing. And honestly, I'm saying majority of the worksheets, what we did in physics, it was like an interaction, but 90% of the answers, majority of the student gave the correct answer. Then why to fear? Is it or not? Right or wrong? You give the answer. Before I start the answer, you used to give the answer. Right or wrong? Then why to fear? Are you fearing with the exam? Are you fearing? That's it. Finish. You should be ready. Oh, Narayan Sri, no. Nayana Sri, no. You should not fear about the exam. Okay. Is that test be reconducted if we miss it? Better try not to miss the test. Okay, you should not take tension. Whatever we studied, you believe in that, write the exam. Okay, whatever you did, believe in that, write the exam. Someone is saying the answer for this is nothing but B. You're absolutely wrong, beta. Why B? A cannot be a conductor. If A is according to B, A is a conductor, B is an insulator. If A is a conductor, so this bulb will not. If it is a conductor, then there is a possibility that the bulb should glow actually. So it's not glowing according to that scenario. While B, the bulb is glowing, you might not see that the bulb is glowing, or maybe it not be visible. Actually here this sign is there. Okay, I believe that it is actually visible. If in case it is not visible, he has indicated in this way. Now I have drawn the yellow lines. Maybe. Okay, now wait, Poli, I think your answer, now you answered the B answer, so that is not the correct one. This is the correct answer. Okay, right, let's go for the next case here. Okay, Sir, there is a chance that the battery is discharged in option D. Okay, if the battery is discharged, see, I can say you one thing, if the battery is discharged, you cannot conclude from the circuit. We can conclude only one thing. Your point is absolutely correct, no doubt, but I can conclude only one thing, like for example, if the battery is discharged, so in that particular scenario, when it is getting discharged, so there should not be connection with this particular case. There should not be any kind of connection. So then you can say that the battery is actually getting discharged. Okay, there is a chance, but discharge wala case he will exactly mention you in the question, then only there is a possibility. Else you have to, we are looking with that whether this factor relates to the conductor or insulator. You are absolutely correct. Yes, there is a chance until and unless you are not familiar whether it is a discharge or not. But discharging means no flow of current. Discharging means no flow of current. What does this definition relates to? What does this definition relates to? That's it, simple one. Okay, right? Is it okay? Fine. Let's go for the next case. Now, when you ask the question, so that's why I have given the answer. Now, the electric current in a closed circuit flows from, you can answer this, this is just a one answer, that's it. This is just one answer line, one line answer. Let's see how many students can answer this. No reply. Let's see, the student gave the answer, started giving the answer. Okay, everyone is giving the answer, very good. That's B, absolutely correct. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, okay, yes, I can see your messages. Okay, though I am just not coming in front of the screen, but I am able to see your messages, right? B, you can say. Okay, right. So coming to this case, you are absolutely correct. So in this case, the electrical circuit in a closed circuit flows from dash terminal to the electric cell of the dash terminal. Obviously, it will flow from which terminal? No doubt it will flow from positive terminal to the of the electric cell to the which terminal you can take here, that is negative terminal of the cell. That's it. So therefore, the answer for this question is going to be actually B is the correct answer, from positive terminal to the negative terminal. That's your perfect answer. Okay, that's it. Very good. Let us go for the next question. Shall we proceed for the next question? Question number 7. Now I want you to look into this question. I'm giving 2 minutes of time, then I'm going to give you the answer for it. Majorly all the students started giving the answer. Very good, very good here. All the students started giving the answer for it. That sounds good. Very good. Okay, okay, fine. Right here. So with this case, I can say identify the symbols of electrical component used in the construction of the given electrical circuit. So basically in this case, this is going to be what, your X. This is nothing but your battery. Okay, so this is going to be your battery. So you can take here, this is your battery. And then next Y is nothing but your cell. And the Z is nothing but your bulb. Now you can see battery and cell ki jagah, sorry, this is nothing but your switch. By mistake I wrote it as cell, my bad. So this is going to be your switch or key, you can say. So you can take this particular case as your switch and then bulb. So battery, switch and bulb. So option C is a correct answer for this. Okay, how many students got the answer for this? Yes, very good. Okay, excellent. C, very good, very good. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go for the next question. Okay, before going to that, one small hint. Students are asking, sir, to which branch do you belongs to, which branch you are going to come, etc, etc. For your kind information, actually I'm a JE faculty. Okay, I'm a JE faculty, and whatever the result we got resonance this time, one of my student got 242 rank all India 242 rank, and we are working on his advanced level, expecting one of the best result. Okay, so I teach for the JE as well as for the NEET classes. School, this is my, you can take it as a kind of first time, you can say. Not first time, yeah, kind of, you can say. Okay, so actually I'm a JE faculty, JE as well as NEET faculty. So this is a small hint. Now you can imagine you are so strong to understand. Okay, you can understand which branch I can come now. Okay, there will be one option na none of these बोल के हाँ there will be one option none of this. Some started giving the answer Patenchiru, Madhapur, okay, Uppal, different branches. Chandanagar, someone is saying. Someone is asking from Manikonda. No. So the option for this is like whatever the answer is there, the option for that is none of this. Okay, the none of this. Now you can understand it. Okay, so this was one hint for you people. Now someone saying Ukatpalli is okay. Ukatpalli, Manikonda, Nizampet, Suchitra, Hapsiguda. They started giving the names of the center now. Resonance College, you can say. Resonance College, exactly college. Okay, so now let's go for the next question. So 7 questions are done. Now, how many of you, before going to that, I want to ask how many students are going to target for their JE first, JE wala? Everyone. Okay, okay, fine. Almost all the students are targeting for JE. That's very good, yeah. That's very good. Okay, few of them are saying that I don't know. Okay, no issues. Still, you have time to decide. Okay, very good. Few students has a time to decide. Don't worry about that. Utna nahi. Okay, NEET, yes, of course. NEET also, yes, very good. Okay, very good. Some students are saying IAS also, that's great. Okay, so NEET some students, JE some students, IAS, IPS, whatever the entrance part. Okay, but anyhow, okay, anyhow you can go for it, right? BTech, okay, IPS, fine. That's a great thing that you have decided. Most precise. Oh, someone is saying groups or IS. Okay, fine. SAT also good. Okay, someone we can't MSET also. Some are people saying. Okay, law, CMA, rocket science. Okay, rocket science means then you have to go in the research side. Okay, Aryan Rao, that's great. Okay, your after listening to your whatever your ambition that you want to become, I really like that whatever you want to become, but what the concept you are actually studying, all those concepts will be helping you in your entrance exam. Like the person may ask the questions are how physics may help in IAS. For your kind information, in one of the interview there was one question related, not only in one, many of the interviews there was a question related to the physics also. Some people will ask the questions related to the physics which you study in your 9th 10th, most precisely, which you study in your 9th 10th also. That's the thing. And no doubt for this JE, this is a very basic part, very basic part, very basic part for this JE. As well as for NEET, you can say it as a basic wala only. In NEET you might experience some questions, basics we can say, not exactly this one. The syllabus will be different, the concept will be different, but before going to that part you have to be going through this all these factors. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, let us go for the next question. Then after some time we'll start doing some questionings and all. I'll ask the questions related to this factor. So question number 8 please. Question number 8 please. How many students are answering? Question number 8 please. Okay, students started giving the answer. Which of the following is the correct method of setting a circuit? One thing I want to say you here, holding an experience in JE as well as NEET, the way you are responding after seeing the question very fast, keep this speed as usual please. Honestly speaking, keep this speed as usual. If you are maintaining this speed, no doubt the question is very easy, no doubt, but if you maintain the same speed further in your higher level, if any complex question is also coming with the same speed that you are maintaining, obviously this will be very positive side for your competitive examinations, specifically for JE as well as NEET. Very positive side, very, very positive side. Instantly, the moment I gave the question, I checked the message and come back. It took only 3 to 5 seconds. Within that, you gave the answer. That's a very good thing and a positive thing. Still, I am receiving the answers. Still, I am receiving the answers actually. All the students are giving. Some students are saying A, some students are saying D. Let's check it for this one. Okay? Chalo, let's start with this case. Now, point number 1. There is a small fine gap between A and D. Actually, which of the following circuit is a correct method of setting a circuit? He is saying there is a fine method. There is a very, very fine method. I hope you remember while doing the batteries wala case in worksheet 3, we did one question where the positive terminal of the battery will be connected to the negative part. So this is what we can observe here. There is no connection. That's why this answer is not possible. This is absolutely wrong connection. Both positive terminals cannot be connected, and here also the same scenario. The only positive case is nothing but this is positive terminal, negative, positive terminal, negative, positive terminal is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, and then this is connected here, positive part is connected here. Hence option D is a correct answer for this. I think majority of the student has given the answer D. Few might have given the answer as A. Yes, A is absolutely wrong, because I hope you remember we already studied about this part, about the term related to the worksheet. Also we have done in the same question, positive terminal of the battery is connected to the negative terminal of the next part. So according to that, there is no connection here, so absolutely A will not be the answer. I think everybody got this part. Let me check all your messages one by one so that I will check it. I could not leave any of the students doubt today. Okay sir, when will exam results announce? It depends beta. Basically it will take depends upon the students, and usually we take out the result within 3 days, no doubt. Now depends how usually you will be getting. Okay, very good. Everyone is giving the correct answer for this. Okay, fine. Everyone got the clear idea now. Everyone got the clear idea. Let us go for the next question now. Question number 9. Question number 9 for this answer D. Okay, question 9 you can take here. Ha bhai. Okay, I want you people to try this. I want you people to try this. Let's see how many students are able to answer this. I am seeing your chats, but your messages are going in such a fast way that I have to get down and check it for those messages. Student has started giving the answer. That's absolutely B is a correct answer. That's great. Everyone is saying, but I don't know. I did not study the question, but based on your answer, I'm saying this. Okay, na? Okay. Okay. Right. I'm able to see your answers. Okay, everyone is giving, some are giving A, some are giving as D. Let's check with this case. Look at the given figure. It consists of a cell and a bulb with two terminals X and Y, and wires with ends P and Q and S and R. You are able to see with this case that this is going to be what? This is P, this is Q, this is R, and this is S. This is a positive side. So from here the current is flowing, and actually the current will flow from here, and then it will go from here, and then it will come back here. I hope you are able to see with this case. So with this point, it will go from positive to the bulb, and I mean to say from S to R, then R to Q, then Q to P. So S, R, Q, P. So you can say yes, S, R, Q, P. Second option is a correct answer for this. Okay, S, R, Q, P. Let's see how many students give the answer for this. Okay, everyone gave the answer. Yeah, that's great. I hope everybody got the answer for this. Yes, that's a good sound. Very good students, or everyone is able to answer it. And no doubt this was a very, very basic part, and majorly I find that majority students have studied all these topics in their previous years. Yes or no? All these topics they have studied in the previous class most precisely, and according to that, whatever the way they remember everything, would keep it up. You can go as per the whatever the factor has been you are maintaining. That's a very good side, very positive side. So shall we go for the next question? Before going to the next question, any queries from your side? Any more doubts? Let me check it. Any more doubts? syllabus already I have informed. Some students are still asking the syllabus. Syllabus already I informed, that is light as well as electricity. In light you have studied about the mirrors, reflections, as well as the introduction part, and then after that second wala cases like conductors and insulators, including the bulb, as well as one more thing that we studied, the last topic, electrical circuits. Okay, from worksheet 1 to worksheet 4, exactly correct. But anyhow, few students might have joined from the center, so that's why I'm saying for them all the factors. Okay, coming to the next case, next question, someone is asking to explain it again. I'm just going with this case. Coming to this point, I can take this is a positive terminal of the cell. The current will go from the positive terminal and goes to the battery side, which is nothing but R here, and then from here the current will go from here, and again it will follow this part. So therefore the current which is flowing from this case, anyhow the bulb starts glowing from here. The current flows from SRQP. That is what he is saying. So the direction of the current will be equal to SRQP. I hope you got the clear idea of this question. Fine. Let's go for the next question. I'm giving 1 minute of time. Let us see how many students are able to answer this. 1 minute of time. My God. More than 9,000 plus messages I have received so far. Everybody started giving the answer here. Very good. Very good. Okay. Okay. Nice. Fine. Let's come back to the point. Study the circuit shown here. Which switch, if opened, will cause the light bulb to stop glowing? If any of this switch is being opened, so what happens? So it will stops glowing. If you take here, this is your P here. What is that? This is your P here. So with this case, and if I stop open means which switch if open means is for no connection, close means in connection, open means no connection. So if this is being open, no current will flow from here and the bulb does not glow. That is one possibility. And then uske baad if I take S, still if this is in connection, if I take S as open, still the current flows from this. If I make Q as open, still the current will flow from this. If I make R as open, still the current will flow from this. So which is the best possible answer for this is, if P is open, no current will flow, and as a result the bulb will not glow. Hence option A, that is P, is your correct answer. Right? Everyone got this part now. I hope everyone got the clear idea. Right? Sir, 2 minutes ఇక్కడ కూర్చోండి, క్వశ్చనింగ్ రిపోర్ట్ చేస్తాను. అది messages కనపడతలే. Okay, so this is your 10 questions done with the worksheet. Finish. Almost all the worksheet part we have done. Now let's start having some questionings. Any doubts from your side? Whatever we have studied throughout this worksheets KEC program, whatever we have done here, our KEC program actually comes to an end. Actually the complete factor comes to an end. So this whole syllabus will be there in your examination. Now you can ask the doubts, please. I'm waiting for your answer, your question. Sorry. How many students did this correct? How many students, I mean out of 10, how many questions are correct? How many students did as correct? Let's see. 10 out of how many questions? 9, 7, 10, 9, 8, 10. Very good, very good. All correct, all correct, all correct. Fine, yeah, very good. 8 for you. Okay, fine. Okay, very good, yeah. So you can directly, once you revise it, you can answer it very easily. So the paper will be set by the team RN. We have research and department team. So research and development team. So R&D team will be preparing the paper. So let's see. All very good. So I believe you can score complete marks in physics. Complete marks in physics. 15 questions. Any JEE question for fun? Honestly speaking, none of the concept relates from here to the JEE. None of the question relates. Okay, fine. 10 by 10, that's correct. Okay, repeat the syllabus. Okay, Yes, so I'm just taking the repeating the syllabus. Light, whatever we have completed right from the starting case, whatever the factor of light we have done, including introduction, plane mirrors, and also we can say it as a what we can say plane mirrors, and also reflection of light we have done. And after that we have started we have done the two worksheets based on that. And after the completion of the worksheets, we have done with the concept of electricity, and in electricity, conductors and insulators we have done. And also in that we have studied the this bulb wala case, and after that we have also studied about the electrical circuit. Okay, so which branch do I belongs to? I do not belong to any of the branch. Okay, I do not belong to any of the branch as of now. Okay, yes, don't worry about that part. So the team which will be coming and teaching you in the school is very strong and very good team. They will be taking you. Okay, fine, thank you. But this is an online class. Offline you will enjoy more. Our team is very good team in offline, very good team. Okay, very good team you are going to experience, no doubt. Okay, very good team you are going to experience. And no doubt whatever you have studied, all those things. Someone is asking to explain the reflection of light once again. It's just a reflection of light means you can take here reflection of light in a simple factor. I'll say, if you are taking a silver coated material, we are making a light ray to fall exactly on this. The moment when the light ray falls exactly on this part is called as incident ray. This part is actually called as incident ray, and now after touching this it reflects back, and this is said to be what? Your reflected ray. Someone is asking, so just I am giving a short overview. They said this is your reflected ray. So this is nothing but a dotted line which is perpendicular to this plane mirror, that is normal we say. So this factor is actually said to be what? Normal. Okay na? And this factor is said to be the angle between these two. This is called as angle of incidence, and this factor is said to be what? Angle of reflection. So you can say it as a point of incidence. This part is said to be point of incidence. This factor is grazing angle of incidence we can say, and this part is called as grazing angle of reflection. So this is a very basic factor that you have to be familiar about the reflection of light. Basic definition of reflection of light is bouncing back of light. Okay, I think the student got it, whoever has asked the doubt. Very good. That is for the plane mirror, angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. That's absolutely correct. Okay, so this is basic factor. And here if you are asking about the laws of reflection, someone is asking angle of incidence will be equal to what? Angle of reflection. This is the first law, and second law is nothing but, so you can say incident ray, reflected ray and normal lies in same plane, lies in same plane. Okay now, they lies in same plane means like for example, if you take with this case, if this is the way the light ray is coming and getting reflected back perpendicular to this part is normal. If you turn this and if you see from this side, if it looks in a straight line, that means they are lying in the same plane, and if it lies in the same plane, then it is accepting the laws of reflection. So what chala gaya yaar message. Okay, when the mirror moves towards, someone is asking. Okay, chala gaya yaar ye bhi message. So many messages. So do we have concave and convex in the exam? See, we did not study concave and convex, so you will not be having any question related to this part. Someone message, I couldn't catch your message, sorry. Okay, and the distance of any object from the mirror. I cannot get your message exactly. And the distance of any object from the mirror, what that exactly? Yes, you can write, you can leave, no doubt. Okay, we'll try quiz on physics. You can solve those worksheets. Fine. What is refraction, someone is saying. Okay, yes, those students who have completed, they can leave by. Yes, exactly. The doubts I am clearing. Refraction is nothing but what? In this case, we can say there are two laws in refraction, and apart from that, the basic definition of refraction is nothing but when the light ray after touching goes through the medium from one medium to another medium is basically said to be as a refraction. And for that we have two laws. One is basically Snell's law, where that is n1 sin I equals to n2 sin r, and also the second law is this only, but instead of that, incident ray, refracted ray and normal lies in the same thing. So do we have diffuse reflection? They might ask you what exactly diffuse reflection, we did not study it in detail. They might ask you diffuse reflection be kind of reflection, may or may not. Okay, that's the point. Coming to the next case, next doubt. You will come to know across the timetable for that. Okay, right, then I enjoyed learning with you people today, so hope you enjoyed the same. Thank you. We'll continue the rest of the part in our next section. Thank you. Someone is asking, do we have structure of an eye? No. Okay, bye. Thank you.